comprehensive and cutting-edge developments in their field.
At least once a week, I search Proquest to see if there are any new dissertations that have been written in the area of drones, libraries, and STEM. So I find Proquest very, very helpful. It's almost like a one-stop shop, actually, being able to get information on a topic and then being able to get resources that are related to your topic just from having obtained that dissertation.
Information available from dissertations inspire intellectual curiosity and fuel deeper analysis, resulting in new discoveries that serve society and improve human lives.
And what makes Proquest stand out is that it is the largest source of dissertations and theses. We've just finished teaching 2 courses of meta-analysis here at Georgia State, and one of the requirements for their final paper, which is a systematic review of the meta-analysis, is to show me that they searched Proquest for unpublished dissertations. Once we have those, I think our results are going to be subject to publication bias.
Reviewing information from published dissertations encourages researchers to interrogate the same sources used by those that came before them.
The quality of Proquest provides very easy, searchable, application-friendly database. It's the best I've ever seen at being able to retrieve results in a way that the candidate needs, that's reflective of their study. There's no other system that does that as well.
With increased exposure, authors gain greater reach and recognition for their work, building greater influence in their field.
The thesis that I did was called Remarkable Moments, Communicating Trust in the Relationship Between the Child with Autism and the Parent Caregiver. I had to produce some literature that might inspire that. So I knew the only way to get it out there was to publish it and have it where people doing research in the literature subsequently could see that and think about trust as an option. Having my work in with Proquest, where it is seen by other researchers and is important because it can then act as a kind of a seed that can be germinated by their own research. And to me, that was the most important thing. That it stands on its own, but it needs to grow.
When a work is included in PQDT, it becomes part of the world's largest repository of scholarly writing, making research easily discoverable to a vast community of scholars amplifies its reach, increasing visibility for the institution and individually. This increased discoverability benefits the author of a work and the institution, as well as other students and researchers who will make discoveries that change human lives. Proquest Dissertations and Theses Global is the hub of scholarship, where researchers come to learn from and for each other. Students and scholars who use PQDT in their research can build from the most comprehensive and cutting-edge developments in their field.
At least once a week, I search Proquest to see if there are any new dissertations that have been written in the area of drones, libraries, and STEM. So I find Proquest very, very helpful. It's almost like a one-stop shop, actually, being able to get information on a topic and then being able to get resources that are related to your topic just from having obtained that dissertation.
Information available from dissertations inspire intellectual curiosity and fuel deeper analysis, resulting in new discoveries that serve society and improve human lives.
And what makes Proquest stand out is that it is the largest source of dissertations and theses. We've just finished teaching 2 courses of meta-analysis here at Georgia State, and one of the requirements for their final paper, which is a systematic review of the meta-analysis, is to show me that they searched Proquest for unpublished dissertations. Once we have those, I think our results are going to be subject to publication bias.
Reviewing information from published dissertations encourages researchers to interrogate the same sources used by those that came before them.
The quality of Proquest provides very easy, searchable, application-friendly database. It's the best I've ever seen at being able to retrieve results in a way that the candidate needs. That's reflective of their study. There's no other system that does that as well.
With increased exposure, authors gain greater reach and recognition for their work, building greater influence in their field.
The thesis that I did was called Remarkable Moments, Communicating Trust in the Relationship Between the Child with Autism and the Parent Caregiver. I had to produce some literature that might inspire that. So I knew the only way to get it out there was to publish it and have it where people doing research of the literature subsequently could see that and think about trust as an option. Having my work in with Proquest, where it is seen by other researchers and is important because it can then act as a kind of a seed that can be germinated by their own research. And to me, that was the most important thing, that it stands on its own, but it needs to grow.
When a work is included in PQDT, it becomes part of the world's largest repository of scholarly writing, making research easily discoverable to a vast community of scholars amplifies its reach, increasing visibility for the institution and individual. This increased discoverability benefits the author of a work and the institution, as well as other students and researchers who will make discoveries that change human lives. Proquest Dissertations and Theses Global is the hub of scholarship, where researchers come to learn from and for each other. Students and scholars who use PQDT in their research can build from the most comprehensive and cutting-edge developments in their field.
At least once a week, I search Proquest to see if there are any new dissertations that have been written in the area of drones, libraries, and STEM. So I find Proquest very, very helpful. It's almost like a one-stop shop, actually, being able to get information on a topic and then being able to get resources that are related to your topic just from having obtained that dissertation.
Information available from dissertations inspire intellectual curiosity and fuel deeper analysis, resulting in new discoveries that serve society and improve human lives.
And what makes Proquest stand out is that it is the largest source of dissertations and theses. We've just finished teaching 2 courses in meta-analysis here at Georgia State, and one of the requirements for their final paper, which is a systematic review of the meta-analysis, is to show me that they searched Proquest for unpublished dissertations. Unless we have those, I think our results are going to be subject to publication bias.
Reviewing information from published dissertations encourages researchers to interrogate the same sources used by those that came before them.
The quality of Proquest provides very easy, searchable, application-friendly database. It's the best I've ever seen at being able to retrieve results in a way that the candidate needs. That's reflective of their study. There's no other system that does that as well.
With increased exposure, authors gain greater reach and recognition for their work, building greater influence in their field.
The thesis that I did was called Remarkable Moments, Communicating Trust in the Relationship Between the Child with Autism and the Parent Caregiver. I had to produce some literature that might inspire that. So I knew the only way to get it out there was to publish it and have it where the research of the literature subsequently could see that and think about trust as an option. Having my work in with Proquest, where it is seen by other researchers and is important because it can then act as a kind of a seed that can be germinated by their own research. And to me, that was the most important thing. But it stands on its own, but it needs to grow.
When a work is included in PQDT, it becomes part of the world's largest repository of scholarly writing, making research easily discoverable to a vast community of scholars amplifies its reach, increasing visibility for the institution and individual. This increased discoverability benefits the author of a work and the institution, as well as other students and researchers who will make discoveries that change human lives. Proquest Dissertations and Theses Global is the hub of scholarship where researchers come to learn from and for each other. Students and scholars who use PQDT in their research can build from the most comprehensive and cutting-edge developments in their field.
At least once a week, I search Proquest to see if there are any new dissertations that have been written in the area of drones, libraries, and STEM. So I find Proquest very, very helpful. It's almost like a one-stop shop, actually, being able to get information on a topic and then being able to get resources that are related to your topic just from having obtained that dissertation.
Information available from dissertations inspire intellectual curiosity and fuel deeper analysis, resulting in new discoveries that serve society and improve human lives.
And what makes Proquest stand out is that it is the largest source of dissertations and theses. We've just finished teaching 2 courses in meta-analysis here at Georgia State, and one of the requirements for their final paper, which is a systematic review of the meta-analysis, is to show me that they searched Proquest for unpublished dissertations. Unless we have those, I think our results are going to be subject to publication bias.
Reviewing information from published dissertations encourages researchers to interrogate the same sources used by those that came before them.
The quality of Proquest provides very easy, searchable, application-friendly database. It's the best I've ever seen at being able to retrieve results in a way that the candidate needs, that's reflective of their study. There's no other system that does that as well.
With increased exposure, authors gain greater reach and recognition for their work, building greater influence in their field.
The thesis that I did was called Remarkable Moments, Communicating Trust in the Relationship Between the Child with Autism and the Parent Caregiver. I had to produce some literature that might inspire that. So I knew the only way to get it out there was to publish it and have it where people doing research of the literature trust as an option. Having my work in with Proquest, where it is seen by other researchers and is important because it can then act as a seed that can be germinated by their own research. And to me, that was the most important thing. But it stands on its own, but it needs to grow.
When a work is included in PQDT, it becomes part of the world's largest repository of scholarly writing, making research easily discoverable to a vast community of scholars amplifies its reach, increasing visibility for the institution and individual. This increased discoverability benefits the author of a work and the institution, as well as other students and researchers who will make discoveries that change human lives. Proquest Dissertations and Theses Global is the hub of scholarship. Researchers come to learn from and for each other. Students and scholars who use PQDT in their research can build from the most comprehensive and cutting-edge developments in their field.
At least once a week.
So, good evening to one and all for the day 17 presentation on research and professional ethics program. At the outset, I welcome even the members of Proquest. First, I will have a formal inauguration of this lecture by our respectable Dean. Our Dean, sir, will give a few words on this program. Sir, our Dean, sir, Dean Research.
Hello?
Yes, sir. You can hear you, sir.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. We are hearing, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Right. Very happy. I am the Dean Researcher, Dr.M.G.R. Educational Research and Institute University. On behalf of that, I am very happy to welcome all the members for today's program. This program will be very useful. Already all the research scholars, as per UGC norms, are uploading their thesis in the Shodganga website. The very purpose is all people who are interested in research should be able to access through all the theses submitted by the scholars, not only thesis, but all publications, so that people can know in what area research is going on and on what topic already research is done, so that there should not be any duplication of the work. You can know it is equivalent to have a literature survey. In those days, such facilities were not available. During our days, when we were all doing research, such facilities were not available. Only you can go through the journals. Even journals were not available in all libraries. Some journals will be available in IIT, some in the Madras University, like that. And we have to go in search of that to have a literature survey. Even to arrive at the topic of research, the area of research, we have to take more time. But nowadays, and technology has grown up to this level that people are uploading the research, uploading their thesis, so that any scholar can go through it and come to a conclusion about selecting the topic of research. Like that, now today's program will be also useful in that way, because not only in India, throughout the world, throughout all well-known universities like Harvard or Stanford or MIT or Oxford, to cite some few examples, all universities will upload their thesis so that the research scholars will be able to access through the thesis and come to know what type of research is going on, what to be taken or what not to be taken, like that. So I am very happy that today's program will be useful, not only for the research scholars, but all faculties, all professors, all members who are interested in research. So I welcome you all to this program, and I humbly request you to go through it, to attend this and observe about this program and make use of it. So on behalf of our university, I am extremely happy to welcome you all. And my humble request is to make use of this program and make this event a successful one. Thank you all very much. Now I request our additional Dean, Dr. AGS, to proceed further. Thank you.
Sir, thank you very much for the inspirational and purposeful. It is actually, that is what we want to know, what the scholars should access. I think Sir has given a very briefing of what we should do with this Proquest and similar ideas. On behalf of the research department, I would like to welcome our speaker of the day, Dr. Srijith. Sasidharan. He is actually a training consultant partner working with Proquest in the EMEAI, Europe, Middle East, Africa, and Indian region. He is actually at present in Bangalore, and his role includes taking care of training and consulting needs of universities and institutions using Proquest products in South and West India. He has more than 10 years of working experience across industries and completed about 4 years in publishing industry. He's basically an MBA graduate with marketing specialization. So without wasting much time, we just continue our lecture with Mr. Srijith. Please
Uh,
mute your videos. Others, kindly mute your videos. We get lots of disturbance today. Let me find out. One second. Let me find out. Some background sound is coming from whom I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So the podium is yours. So take care of, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And I believe you can see the screen. I've just shared the screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can. We can.
Okay. And for the purpose of having a good internet service, should I keep my this camera off?
Yes, sir.
Will it be helpful?
It's your decision, sir. No problem.
Sure. Because we are using this practice, so I'm not sure whether I
Yeah.
can.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So I'll keep my camera off, and so that we can get good reception of bandwidth and we can continue with our session very fruitfully. So with this note, let me thank you all on behalf of the Proquest Global and the Proquest India team. And we are very thankful and grateful to the entire administration of Dr.M.G.R Education and Research Institute, University, and for providing us with this opportunity to able to connect with all the users and to discuss about this very beautiful product which Proquest is presenting to you today. And we know the situation is very different. We are living in a new normal situation where you have shifted on to an online platform of education. And even in this difficult time, it is very grateful to see that you are continuing all the academic activities throughout, and you are doing all these programs on a regular basis to make the people aware of the resources they can have access to. And very rightly said by Dean sir that earlier these things were not available for with the researchers. They were not they were not made available with all these features, but now you can have access to this, and this is an initiative to let you know how you can use it, how you can get onto it, and how you can facilitate your ongoing research and learning activities. So with that note, let me introduce you to our today's session. So we'll be talking about Proquest Dissertation and Thesis Global Collection, which is one of the premium collections of Proquest and one of the largest and extensive collection of thesis and dissertations from across the globe. And we'll be talking about how you can use it and for what. And this will be focused on majorly on the graduate, master students, and the PhD research scholars in your institution. So Sir has already, Srinivasan sir has already introduced me. My name is Srijith Sasidharan. I'm a training and consulting partner. I'm located out of Bangalore, and you can reach out to me on these email IDs whenever you face any issues, any problems while accessing the databases. Or if you need any kind of help also, you can always reach out to me. And today I have two of my colleagues, Ms. Anandita and Mr. Lakshmikant here with me. So they will be helping me out with conducting this program. So if you have any questions, just feel free to use the chat function and you can drop your questions there, and they will be happy to take up the questions. And towards the end of the session also, we have a Q&A session. So we'll be stopping and looking at all those questions you have, and we'll try to, I'll try my best to give all the possible solutions for those questions. And just like any other session, today's session also have some objectives. So we'll be taking care of, we will try to understand what is the importance of having this huge collection of dissertation and thesis in your library. And then I will be taking you through the demonstrations where I will be telling you some of the best practices you can use while using this to facilitate your ongoing research activities, ongoing thesis activities, and even your academic activities for learning and teaching also. And also I'll be telling you few tricks and tips about how you can manage your results within this platform, and how you can keep yourself updated about the new research and new publishing and the new dissertations and documentations which are being added into this database. So talking about Proquest Dissertation and Thesis Global. So what is this collection basically? So as we understand that you as a young researcher or even as a PhD research scholar, you go through a very extensive process of, doing your research, conducting your activities, and start right from the start when you're thinking about the topic of your research, and then collecting all the extensive literature you want to search about that topic, so that you can conclude whether you can add any value to that topic, and you can submit a good research with that. And then you have very many steps going through the submission to the collection of the literature. Then you can do your research, and you do a lot of data, and you collect and compile a lot of data, then finally write your paper, get it reviewed, then finally submission. So in all these process, there are a lot of concerns about finding the topic, and looking for the most valuable and relevant literature for the topic you are looking for. And this is one of the collection which is a single largest extensive collection which can provide you a collection of PhD dissertations and master thesis from across the globe. So not only in a specific country, but across the globe within a single platform. You can have access to Oxford University, you can have access to University of California thesis, you can find out the Indian universities also within this,
Sir,
and you can
sir,
find.
Mr. Sujit, sir,
Yes, sir.
can you talk little slowly so that we also
Okay.
lying in YouTube, so some break in voice. So kindly talk
Okay.
little slowly if you don't mind. Thank you,
Sure,
sir.
sir. No problem. No
Thank you.
problem.
Thank you.
Okay. So I was talking about, like, you can have access to these valuable theses from across the globe. So whether you want to search for the thesis and your dissertations from US or from any other part of the world, or within the India also, you can find all these useful and valuable resources. So these in-depth, these are very deep coverage of content here in this databases. And when I say that, so what exactly I mean is that you have access to more than 5 million documents, which is dating back to 1637 till present. So you can go into the historical records and see what people have done, and what works they have submitted in the history also, and in the current scenario also for your current topics. What is the latest thinking first material you can find out from these platforms. And this is an ever growing collection. So every year we are getting more than 200,000 works which are submitted within this platform. And I have collected a few more details about, you can see on the screen, so which gives value to, and which indicates how much valuable information you can find from this collection. So we are official offsite repository of US Library of Congress, and you can find from various universities and graduate, you can find thesis and dissertations by both the graduates, master graduates, and the PhD scholars. So doctoral thesis, all everything in a single window itself. And this is the coverage of this dissertation and thesis. So when you talk about the subject area, so these are the broad subject areas under which most of these documents are indexed. And this is the distribution, as you can see in the graph. So this is very beautifully curated and collected by the on-staff librarian. So we collaborate with all the universities and get this content curated for you. Also, these content, where it is coming from, so these are the countries which are contributing and partnering with Proquest to enrich this resource. So you can see all the countries listed out here with the number of dissertation and thesis from each of these countries. And you can also find from India, we have nearly around 40,000 theses are there. So you can have access to this, and these numbers keep on growing. As I said, every year we are getting 200,000 plus dissertation thesis being submitted by many universities across the globe here. So this is a single point access. So when you think about an extensive literature review about the topic, whether it is a current topic or a historical topic, this is one stop solution where you can have access to an enormous amount of information and data you can find out. So how this is going to be very important for your academic research. So when you have this collection in your library and when you have access to this particular platform, so basically what happens is when you're starting with your research, so you thinking about, if in case you are thinking about a latest topic, so sometimes what happens is for the latest topics you will not find much literature, scholarly peer reviewed literature from the journals. So because a peer reviewed process takes usually a year or more than 1 year, more than 2 years, more than 3 years of time. So finding literature for current topics could be a very tricky part for you. So but in this you can get the all the latest thinking first. So anyone who is working on the topic you are thinking about and they have submitted that thesis in the platform, you can get access to those theses in within this platform itself. And if you compare it with the scholarly literature, it is just a 12-page document wherein when you go through a dissertation, it is a 200 300 pages of document. So that gives you an in-depth analysis, the research data, the extensive data which has been procured in writing and in compiling that information, and many opinions and the findings you can look for in these dissertation and thesis. So that is why this is very important for you. So if you want to do a very extensive literature review for the topics you are working on, for the research you are doing, including dissertations in your literature review is a very key and crucial aspect of your literature review. So you can include these dissertations. Why? That is the reason we have the repository of Shodh Ganga also, and this again becomes a single point where you can have access. You don't have to go individually into a country's repository. So here in the single point itself, you can have access to documents from multiple countries, and you can go through those documents, and you can also find out the structures which they are using for writing those theses. So what is the structure used by an Oxford University? What is the structure which is used by an MIT? So, and these can be used by the university administrations also. So they can know when issuing the guidelines for structuring a thesis, they can also find out the structure used by some premium universities across the globe, and they can incorporate some of the features with that. And you as a user can also look at those structures, those stylings, those formats, and you can use and incorporate those in your thesis writing in accordance with the guidelines of what your university is stating to you. So having said that, let me take you directly to the platform now so that you can see what I'm talking about all this long. So giving a practical impact on this. So my screen will just flicker a little. Let me know if you are able to see this screen. I've just opened a web page. Sir, can you give me a confirmation if you are able to see the screen? Yes. Okay.
Sir,
Thank you. Thank you. So this is a trial link. So we have extended a trial of this collection for the university. So you can check out this link. So these links are shared with your research department and your library. So you can look out for these links. So this is the link you need to find out, and you can save this link. My colleague will also be sharing this on the chat box. You can direct from there, and here you just have to tell the system that you are not a robot basically. So let me just complete that activity, and once you are confirmed, then it will take you to the information page here, and here you have to click on this link to get into the platform. So once you click on this, so it will take you to the home page of the Proquest Dissertation and Thesis platform. So you can see this is the web page, Proquest Dissertation and Thesis. So this is the database page where you can come and you can start your searches right away. And you can see the access is extended to the Dr.M.G.R Education and Research Institute University here. And you can find out other related details about the databases. And it is just very simple. It's a very user-friendly and a very intuitive platform. So just like you start your searches with Google or Wikipedia, you can now start your search finding most relevant, most accurate, and authentic information, and purposeful information from these platforms. So instead of struggling your way through free platforms like Google and Wikipedia and other platforms you're searching out, where you are struggling to find out the relevant information, you can find more resources within the library. So find out what your library is subscribing to and look out for resources like PQDT, Proquest Dissertation and Thesis, and you can come and simply type in any keywords here. So you basically have to collect the keywords. So whatever topic, so here we will be talking only about the best practices. So I will be mentioning some best practices you can have. And whenever you're working on these searching for literature on these platforms, so always try to collect the number of keywords you can pick up from your topic. So try to break down your topic. So whether it is an assignment or you are attending some conference, you are publishing some research paper, or you're working for your thesis and dissertation, just break down your topics into keywords, and then you can start searching those keywords here. So just for example, let me take one keyword here. So I am going to look for some thesis on nanotechnology. So as you can see, when I'm typing this keyword here, the system is automatically giving me the suggestive keyword, just like the way it works in Google. So it will give you all the suggestive keywords here. So these are the keywords which are already being searched by many users across this platform. So if you're not sure about the keyword, you can pick any of these. Otherwise, just stick with your keyword and you can click on search. So simply it will bring up all the relevant material which it can find related to the keywords you are searching, and it will sort your results basing on the relevance. So it will understand the keywords you are searching, and it will sort the results on the basis of relevance. So the most relevant document will be appear on the top of this result page. You can go and change this sorting also. You can check out the oldest document or the most recent document first. But since we are talking about best practices, so let me tell you that you can improve your searching strategies. You can apply better searching strategies to get the most relevant document. So here I can tell you that people also write nanotechnology like this. So they don't use any spaces in between. So what I'm doing is I'm taking both formats of nanotechnology, and I'm searching, and this is an operator which I have applied. So this is an Boolean operator, and or not. So what it does is it will search for both these key terms separately. It will do the combinations, and it will expand as much result as I can pull from this database. So when I click on search, so you can see the results will expand. But my target is not to expand the results. My target is to get the most relevant results. So I have to keep improving my search strategy here. So what I'm doing now is I'm including these double quotes here. So this is called phrase searching. This is one more strategy I'm using here. So what it does is basically these are two terms, nano and technology. So when it returns the results, it also returns the results for nano alone and technology alone, which I don't want. So what I am going to do is I am applying this strategy so that it will be used as a single phrase. And then when I apply the search, then you can see the number of documents will reduce and give me the most accurate document. So all the unrelated and unwanted documents are phased out with this directly. Now, how you are going to learn about these strategies? So you don't have to go out and search Google or Wikipedia for learning how you can improve your search strategies. You just come onto the basic search page, the home page of this document, and we have the search tips here, link here. Just click on this. So it will open up a document for you. So this is the document where you can learn about the basics of searching. You can also learn how Proquest is interpreting your searches, and you can learn about operators, you can fields, you can learn about special characters and search fields. And once you learn about these things, you can use it in your search strategies, and you can improve your searching so that you can get the most relevant. Because you are doing a very extensive research, you will be and we want you to focus more on the research activities. So more on focusing on the findings of your research, and not wasting your time in searching for the literatures, scrolling through. So if you improve your search strategies, you will get the most relevant articles in the less time, and you can focus more on your research activities like this. So you can learn about all these operators and all these things. Just give 30-40 minutes of your life to this document and pick up the most important and useful techniques you can find out here, and you can apply in your searches right away. So this is one way you can do the searching, basic search, and you can also use the advanced search feature here. So we have given you an advanced level searching also, so where you can create combinations of multiple keywords. So you have multiple search boxes here. You can add any number of rows, so you can add any number of keywords and you can search for that. And now how you can improve, so you can use those search strategies, and you can always look for multiple keywords and you can play around with this in this. What additionally we have done is we have provided you this field searching. So instead of writing your own syntax, what you can, we do not want you to be a code writer, so you could do any kind of coding here. So we have given you facilities of choosing these fields over here, and then you can select what you can search for the document. You can target the document you are looking for in this particular platform. So let me take an example again. So if you want to search for an author, so we'll do an author search. So this is an author called Dr. Donna Strickland. So she's a Canadian physicist, and she is a Nobel Prize winner also, and she has pioneered the research field of pulse laser. So if you want to find out the thesis which is submitted by this Nobel laureate, and you just know the name of the author, so here I am using her name, and then you just have to search for the field of author here. So we have an author field here, and then you can just click on search. So what happens is it will search for all the documents which has the name Donna Strickland over there. So but this is not what I want exactly. I want the exact thesis of the Nobel Prize winner. So what I can do is I can go back to the advanced search. Instead of typing in the name right away, what I can do, I just pick up the author field here, and I have this lookup option over here. So instead of writing the name on the text box here, I can just click on this lookup authors, type in the name of the author, and just click on find. What it does is it will look for various combinations of authors name which are indexed while indexing these documents in this database. So I know that the second name, the middle name of the Nobel laureate is Theo. So I can select this name, and you can see the number of count of document here. So this is just one document, and I can click add to search and just click on search. So this way I can find the exact thesis of that particular Nobel laureate, and I can open this document and I can do all the activities. So you can read the full text in PDF format, and you can also find out the abstract details here itself. So this way, this is one way you can find documents here. If you know the author's name, you can also do the same activities in the options available here. So you can look up for authors. You can also look up for advisors. So advisors, people like guides who have been the guides of of one particular author, they must have other people writing thesis under them. So you can find out about those advisors also, how many documents under that guide has been submitted in this particular database. So and you have further filters here. You can also look up for universities. You can look up for subject areas, and you can also look up for some key index keywords here, so that you can find the most relevant document. So let me take that example again. So let's suppose I am again searching for nanotechnology. So I can apply my strategies here again. Now here, what I want to do is I want to find out thesis. I want to find out dissertations on nanotechnology in the context of food and nutrition. So I will add this nutrition here. So the Boolean operator is already applied for me here. So I can change this to and or not. So I'm just creating a combination between nanotechnology and food and nutrition. And here I have separately used a strategy so that it can use both the combinations of nanotechnology and food or nutrition, combine it and find the documents for me. Additionally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use again these fields here. So I'm going to use a field called anywhere except the full text. So what it does is it will look for these keywords only in the abstract and the metadata of the content. So instead it will avoid the full text. So sometimes what happens is your keywords might be appearing only in the one page or one section of the document, of the 200 pages long document, that which might not be very relevant for you. But if you know, if it indicates you that if the keywords are appearing in the abstract, or if the keywords are appearing in the anywhere in the metadata, then it will be more relevant information for you. So this way you can just use these fields, so you can apply your own intelligence on this, and then you can check out these options here. You can apply multiple filters, and then you can click on search. So I'm just finding out full text documents in the last 10 years. So you can click on search here. So this way you can get the most targeted results. So you can see 183 results are there, and you can further filter it down. You can only click on the only check out the doctoral thesis, and it will further bring it down. And you can also change the publication date ranges. So if you don't want 10 years, you just want to focus on the last 5 years, you can just you can just move this cursor to here and choose the number of the year gap you want, or you can provide a custom date range also in case if you want, and you can just click on update and it will bring down the results to your desirable. And you have many other filters out here, so you can pick up these filters and you can filter out on the basis on the parameters of your research. So whatever parameters you have in your mind for your research, just use those parameters here. Basing on that, you can use the filters and you can bring down your results like this. And here, after once you get on the results, what you can do, you can evaluate your results. You can read the abstract right away in the result page. You can find out if this document is important for you or not. You can also check for references. Some documents are there with the citation information also, so cited by one, references are this much, and these information will help you to evaluate the documents. So even before going into the document and reading the document, within the result page itself, you can check out the abstract, you can check out these details, and once you make up your mind, you can just click on the link on the title of the document, and you can open that. Sorry. And once you open the document, then you can do the most favorite activity we all do. So if it is a very important document for me, I just simply click on this download PDF here, and this PDF will get downloaded into my desktop, and I can use any of the Acrobat readers to read this document in the PDF format. In case you are not using your systems, you are using some other system, using your mobile phone. So this platform is very friendly with the mobile phones also. You can access this in your mobile phones as well. And if you're not willing to download the document in the mobile phone or any other device you are using, you can simply email that document to your email IDs, or you can also share it to other friends also. You can write down any number of email IDs here, and you can just simply click here and continue. So it will go and reside in your email box also. And you can also choose on all options, and it will open up further more options. So some people, since you are using G Suite, and you must be having Google Drive, Gmail accounts, so you must be having spaces in your Google Drive, so you can manage your documents in the Google Drive or the Microsoft OneDrive directly here. And for classroom activities, if the faculties wants to share some dissertation document and want to ask the students to do some kind of classroom activity with that, we have integrated this platform with Google Classrooms also. So you can easily uh,
Sir,
hello.
Srijith sir,
Yes, sir.
somebody gave wrong presentation. Can you present again your
Yeah,
content?
yes, sir. So is it visible now?
Yeah, you have to full screen it.
It's in full screen, sir. Is it visible?
That's visible, sir. It's visible.
Okay.
So, sir,
No, no, no,
pop-up windows came.
no, no, no. You actually, AJ sir, actually he has to leave the presentation and again he has to present it. Then only we will be recording all the information.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me stop it and let me share it again.
Somebody
Yeah.
has
You stop it and share it again. That is not a problem.
Yeah. So is it okay now?
Yes, sir. It's okay. It's coming.
Yeah, okay, okay. Thank you. And you can keep your systems on mute also so that we can avoid the background noises. So here you can do many more activities. You can email it. You can use the Google Classrooms also. So this document, the link will directly upload into your Google Classroom, and the faculty can share it, that link with the class of 30 people, 60 people, and they can come onto this document and click the link of the document and directly come onto the document page, and then they can do the other activities which is requested by the faculty. So you can make use of this Google Classrooms here. And important thing, once you refer this document into your research paper, so at the time of writing your paper, when you're writing those bibliographies, very important painful point is it. So after writing a 200 300 pages of dissertations, then you sit up and write those 10 20 pages of references. It is very difficult time for you. Some of you are managing it by using some softwares like Mendeley or Zotero. Many of you are manually writing it. So we know that is a very painful area, and it consumes a lot of time. So what we have done is, in this Proquest platform itself, we have provided you the citation information. So if you see a button called Cite here, just click on this, and it will give you the citation of this documents right away. So, and you can change this citation. So as per the guidelines of your university, you can check the citation style which is needed to be used, and then you can look for those citation styles here. And so some in case of medical, they are using Vancouver, they can change it to Vancouver, and they can just copy this and you can paste it into your bibliographic section. Also, if you are using Mendeley, or if you are using Zotero or any other software, we also have RefWorks here, which is a Proquest product. So if you are using these, so you can use these functions here. So you can convert into an RIS format, you can use a EasyBib format, and then you can upload it into your citation tools, and you can manage your citations there itself. Now, this activity is for one document. If you want to do it for multiple documents, since you are going to be using it for extensive literature review, let's suppose I'm using the first 20 documents here, and I need the citation information of all these 20 documents. So what I can do is I can simply click on the Cite button here in the search in the result page itself. And when I click on this, within a fraction of second, without wasting any time, I get all the 20 document citations here. So what I can do is I simply copy it. I can share it in the bibliographic sections right away. Or you can just use these functions to export it to all the tools which you are using, and you can then manage it wherever you want it. You can also mail it to your guides to see whether they approve all these literatures for you, and so that you can do and make an informed decision while selecting the literature you want to do for your research work. And again, in the document page, if I take you back to the document page, you can find many details here. So you can go into the abstract details. Yeah, you can go into the abstract details here, and you can find out all the details. So these are the subjects which are used for indexing. This is the author name, and I was talking about the advisor name, right? So this is the advisor name. What you can do is you can find out other documents which are submitted under this advisor. So if you want to see whether any other research has been done under this advisor related to the subject area, you can go into that list of documents here. So there are 4 documents under the same advisor, and you can look for those informations also. So that this way it is holistically covering all the essential part of your research. So when you are doing this literature review here, so it will take care of everything. And here you can find out these indexing terms. You can use these terms in every document. There will be multiple terms which are used for indexing. You can use those terms for creating a good amount of keywords which you can use for your searching activities. So when you work on your keyword strategy, so these indexing terms will help you, because these are the terms which are used to index these documents. And this way you can easily and target those documents when you are searching with these keywords, and you can get the required results. And then we have the references. You can also see the references which are used while writing this paper. You can have access to all these documents here. So you can see the cited by information. You can also click on this and you can find out more information related to this. So these are the 42 documents cited by, and you can have access to them. And also you can get the details here. And along with this, what it also gives you, if you keep an eye on the right hand side of this document, it will also give you documents and shared references. So there are 6,757 documents with shared references, and you can go through those documents also, so to see, so that you are not leaving any part of your literature review. So you can have access to all the possible documents you can find out related to the topic you are searching for, so that your literature review is so extensive that it becomes more valuable for the research activity you are going to carry out in the later point of time. And additionally, if I take you back to the let me take you back to the advanced search. So additionally, there are some dissertations, some theses which are submitted in this platform, which are also supported with some supplement files. So if you want to have access to those supplement files, which includes your PDF documents, presentations in PPTs, audio video content, some coding scripts are there. So all those documents, if you want to look for, depending upon the topic you are searching for, so you can do so by using these field searches. You just scroll it down and use this supplement file type feature here. Again, always the best practice is to use these lookup options. You can just click on this, and whatever documents you feel could be important as a supplement document, which is important for you, just select these and just add to the search. And then you can add your keywords also and just click on search. So what it does is it will find out all the documents which has these supplement files with them. So these are the thesis and dissertations which have these supplement files. So you can have access to these files. You can just click on these, and these are the documents. So you can see this is one of the PPTs which are also submitted along with this thesis. So you can, if there are multiple files, there is a way you can download all the files in a zip format, or you can individually go and you can click and download this document. So you have to just accept this terms and condition here, and then you can go on further downloading this, and you can view the entire presentation, which is presenting this particular thesis and all the information. So this way you can get all the extensive data which is involved in compiling that data, doing that research. So all the important coding research, or any important supplement document which is submitted along with this thesis, you can have access to these. So you find out thesis and documents with the supplement files, and you can have access to all those valuable data right away. So this is the way you can search for various documents. So don't leave any part of it. So even the related items, based on the topics, it will filter out some related items for you. So check out the related items also, so that no aspect of your research is left out, and you can touch upon every possible aspect of the documents you can pull out from this database, and you can have access to the information you're looking for. And these are the two ways. The first is basic search, second is advanced search, and the third way of browsing through the titles is through the dissertations is the browse option here. So if you just want to scroll through all the 5 million documents here, you can just click on the browse option here, and you can scroll through all the documents available in this browse option. You can also go by location. So if you want to browse by location, if you want to only focus on one particular country, so you can choose out the countries here. So you can also look out for India. You can see how many documents are there from various institutions, and you can check out these information. So come and explore this platform. So these are the ways you can search on this platform. First is the basic search. Second is the advanced search, where you can look for authors, you can look for advisors, you can look for thesis from universities, and you can apply different strategies and fields in your searches to get the most targeted results. And once you appear in your targeted results, what more you can do to manage your results is, first is you can select any number of documents here, and you can do any of these activities. But to better manage these documents is, if you are not in a habit, like I am never in a habit of downloading each and every content into my desktop. So what I do is, we have a very beautiful feature here called My Research. So this is an individual research profile. You can go and create your own profile here, and it just asks for an email ID and a password that you can remember, and it just want these confirmations from you, and you can avoid this one because refworks is not subscribed. And then you can create your My Research account. So when you create this account, whenever you find a very important document, you can quickly save it in your My Research account. You can also save the searches, entire search. So if this 183 result is very important for you, but you don't have enough time to go through the entire results, you can save it in your My Research, and when later, whenever you come back to this platform, you can simply go into your My Research, pick up this search result, and then you can go through the rest of the documents which you have left out with. And also, so in this, also what you can do is, if let's suppose this these keywords are very important for you, and this strategy is very good for you, and you want to keep yourself updated with all the new information. So every time there is new thesis or dissertation being submitted on this platform, so and you want to be keep yourself updated with that, so what you can do is, you can simply click here. So this is an option called Save Search and Alert. So this is used to save your searches. So when you click on this, it will save the search in the My Research account. And when you click on this Create Alert, so whenever you want to keep yourself updated, you always try to create alert on the search, on the search results, so that whenever there is a new document, uh, just a second. So whenever there is a new document, let me open this again. So whenever there is a new document which is added into this database, an automatic alert will go and reach to your inbox. So you just have to type in the project name or any name you can give to identify what alert it is about. And you can see it will search on this keyword you have typed in. And then you can provide your email address here, which is a must field, and then you can choose the number of days and the frequency of this alert. So if you want to choose it for 1 month or 2 months or 1 year, so after this period this alert will stop coming to you. So it doesn't mean that when you create your alert it will keep coming to you even if your thesis is submitted and your research is done. So you can fix the number of months and years you want, and you can stop that alert. And if you want to continue with it, you can come and create the alert again. So just click on this Create Alert. So whenever there is a new document, it will automatically send an email to your inbox. But I know what happens is that your inbox is filled with the emails from Flipkart, emails from Amazon's, or some banking companies are sending you all the emails and all those things. And what happens is, we are very it is becomes very difficult to find out those email alerts when you want it at a very crucial time. So when you're writing your paper and you just want to check out whether you have missed out any alert or not, and it becomes very difficult to find out all the alerts in the email. In that case, when if you have a My Research account, you can simply sign into your My Research account, and you can see all those alerts which has gone into your email box also residing in your My Research account. And in this account you can manage your results by creating different folders. So if you have different subject matters you have collecting, so you are collecting material for law, material for management, or any other subject fields, you can create separate folders for that, and you can create save your documents which you are finding in those folders, and then from there itself you can do all these activities. You can get the citation, collectively get the citation for the documents you have selected, and you can share it with other people. You can do other activities also, and you can do the downloading and other activities right away. So it is always a good practice whenever you are searching all the documents here, always also try to manage your documents by using the my research account feature. And that way it will become very easy, and your life will become very easy when at the time of writing your paper you want to find all those literatures you have searched for within this platform. And you can extract the citation information, export those citation information into your reference management tools also in the later point of time, because we know that you won't be coming to the platform every day. But in case if you have a gap of 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, if you have this my research account, you will always keep your work managed, and you don't have to search for the same thing over and over again. So you can continue where you left, and you can just improve your searching and browsing activities in this platform. So with that, let me take you back to the presentation here. So this is a LibGuide page. So if you want to learn more about this platform, we have created a LibGuide page. So this is the URL for that, proquest.libguides.com. Under that, you can search for Proquest Dissertation and Thesis. And we have a very beautiful LibGuide page, which all the training and consulting partners from across the globe are managing it. And you can find out the product education tab, which we have added, and which gives you more insight on how you can search and how you can improve your searches within this platform. So it will give you a 3-minute, 4-minute learning module to you, so that you can learn more about this. You can also learn about your My Research account if you want to explore more about this. And any part of the presentation which I have showed today, the demonstration, if you want to go back and find out, so this is like your user manuals. So go back to these and you can find out all the useful information you can learn, and then you can apply it in your searches when you are doing all those searches for your literature review. And finally, so this is the link for the LibGuide. So we are always there to support you. So Proquest ensures you that whenever you face any problems, you can always come back to us, and you can share us an email with a screenshot that you're facing this problem, or you're facing any access related issue, or if you need any kind of help in searching some documents, you can always write a mail to us, and we'll be happy to help you out with this. And these are some links. So also, as you know, that you also get an opportunity if you subscribe to this collection. So your institution will also get an opportunity where users can publish their own thesis into this platform. That will help you to get more exposure, so your work will be exposed to the users from across the globe. And it also adds value to it when you are doing your NIRF ranking and other accreditation processes. So if you have this kind of collection and this kind of facility, you can show it to them to gain some extra points from the admin point of view. And if you have any legacy collections also of dissertation thesis in your library, which you would like to digitize with us and you would like to host it on this platform, we have a DAP facility also available. My colleague Anandita is an expert in that, and you can place all your queries and questions regarding that, and you can get in touch with her for all these services. And if you want any more future trainings and webinars, you can always mail us at trainings@proquest.com, and we'll always be happy to help you out and do more of such awareness sessions with your institutions. And if you plan to also subscribe to other databases also, you can get more details. My colleague Lakshmikant is here, so you can collect more details. And this is the same platform, this is the universal platform which is used for, so this is hosting more than 200 databases in the Proquest collection. So you can explore all other products which can be useful for your libraries. And these options, the ways, the best practices which I have shown you, you can use it throughout different databases also, and you can find out and extract all the relevant information you can look for within this platform, and you can facilitate your ongoing research and learning activities. So let me summarize the whole session. So today we have discovered how you can discover and how you can manage your relevant information for your research activities, how you can strengthen your academic research, and how with all the relevant data and insights. So not only the thesis document, but related references. So you can get all the references which were used for writing that thesis. Also documents related with their advisors, with the authors, and some supplement documents. So all these documents collected together can facilitate you and enhance you and amplify your research. So come onto this platform, explore it, find out. I know you have questions that whether my topic is already covered or not in this, whether this topic is there, whether that keyword is searchable or not. But my answer is that you are exploring more than 5 million documents. The only answer is come onto this platform, search, hit those keywords and hit those search buttons, find out all the answers you want, all the documents you want for your research activities, and conduct your make your literature review more extensive so that it gives value to the research findings. And when you're submitting those papers, it becomes very your guides are very happy, and your people are very happy with, and you are also feeling very contented with the work you have done. So you can use these kind of resources for your activities, and you can do more with your research areas. So with that, let me conclude this session. So I am open up for any questions you want to ask, and these are my contact details. So this is my number and this is my email ID. So if you want to write up a mail, so I know you would like to first explore this, and you might get some questions in between when you're using this platform. So feel free to write to me and share your queries and problems with me, so that I can try my best to sort out all those issues with you. And if you want more training, you can always write at training@proquest.com. And in case you are not able to reach any of our team members in India, you can always get into this support tab here. So support tabs you can find in the platform in the help menu, or on the left hand side and the right hand side. You can pull those records and you can get into this URL, support.proquest.com. You can submit a case, and then any technical person who is working throughout the globe can pick up your problem and they can provide you a solution right away. So with that, let me open up for questions. Sir, do I have any questions open?
Yes, Srijith, we have received a question about,
Okay.
this is something that I can help answer.
Okay.
Question saying, is all Shodh Ganga titles, are they indexed in ProQuest too? So first of all, I want to thank the person for asking this question. Shodh Ganga is an Indian repository, as you all know, with all the PhD theses from all over the country, all through all universities. ProQuest, on the other hand, is an international database from covering regions across the world, top Ivy League institutes and universities. As of today, Shodh Ganga is not indexed in ProQuest, but having said that, that doesn't mean that it won't happen in future. We are exploring conversations with InflibNet to have a project where we can have them indexed on our platform, but as of today, we don't. So the other concern that I want to raise here, and I think you will understand when I say this, the format of the theses that are uploaded on Shodh Ganga is chapter-wise format, as you all know. Now, ProQuest doesn't exactly follow that format. We follow the international guideline of one single PDF per title. So that poses an additional concern for us to have Shodh Ganga indexed in ProQuest, because our backends are very different and our entire structure is different. So we are actually talking to InflibNet to have them revise the entire structure of their dissertations and theses. And I mean, just theses for now, they don't do dissertations, but and it's a long conversation. So hopefully someday we will have them indexed, but as of today, the answer is no, because they're very different from each other.
Thank you, Annie. And we have another question. I think, what are the major disciplines Proquest covers? So this is a multidisciplinary database. So you can find all major disciplines here. I have shown it in my slides also. If I just take you back to the slides. So let me open that slide up. So these are all the major subject areas which are covered, and you can see if even if it is missing some, it might be possible, might not be possible to include all the indexed subject areas here. So you can explore in the platform how many index subject areas are there, and these are the broad subject areas which I can show on the screen at the moment. So I hope that answers the question.
Please feel free to unmute yourself and ask a question. You don't necessarily. Okay, we have a question saying, is it possible?
There is another question. Is it possible to obtain the reference cited? So if I'm not wrong, let me open. So, sir, in the when you're searching the documents in the result page, you can evaluate your searches here, and you can find all the reference documents here. So you can click on these reference documents to see the list of documents which are used as a reference for writing this paper. And you can also, there are links available, so you can have the full text link here, you can have the details link here. So whatever as per the publisher's abilities and requirements, you can find out these links, you can explore these links, and you can find those documents right away. So this is one way of finding the reference documents. And then there is this option called documents with shared references. So this will alongside this will also gives you all other documents in which all some of these references have been shared and used. So you are not left out with any documents within this platform. So you can have access to all the possible documents and with the use of the references right away in this.
So, Mr. Narayanan, to answer your question, is it full text? The answer is yes, you can get full text. As Srijith has just shown, when you click on that, you see the full text
Yes.
logo there.
There's a link for full text also.
Yeah. We also have another question, Srijith, which is, are all theses having open access? And is there any restriction for download? Do you want to get that, or do you want me to?
You want to answer, then you can.
Sure. Yeah. So to answer this question, now the theses that you're the ETDs that you're accessing through this product, these are not open access. These are through the product, which is Proquest Dissertations and Theses Global. We also have a parallel product, which is PQDT Open, but that's a very smaller subset of this product, and it hardly has about 50 or 60,000 dissertations, and it's a very smaller version. These titles are in the product. They're not open access, though you can download them for your reference purpose during the trial period of 30 days, and after 30 days, the trial will automatically switch off. And we will work with the library to see if we can provide this product to you for your continued use through a subscription, and that's when you can download it beyond any time, so there won't be any restriction as such.
So what would be the
document
cost for this product, and how it varies from Zotero or Mendeley, or what is the advantage of having Proquest?
Right, sir. So, sir, cost, we will. I'll let my colleague Lakshmikant address that. He manages the costing of products, and that's actually something that we can give you. We can look into separately in an offline conversation.
Okay.
But to answer your question, Narayan sir, about the Zotero and Mendeley. So Zotero and Mendeley are citation management tools.
No, not only that, we can also pull in lot of references and literatures through that.
Right.
Is the same way the Proquest is also doing it?
So ProQuest as such, sir, we can't compare it with Zotero and Mendeley in that way.
Would you like me to take that
I
question?
think yes, that'll be helpful.
Yeah, sir, in case of Zotero, as I told you, if I take you back to the presentation here, so this is a document view. So here you can view the document and you don't have any restrictions in downloading this document. I hope you are able to see the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can download the document. If in case you are using references, so you can use this cite function here.
No, that
You
is
can
not the issue. The citation is not an issue for me.
Okay.
Actually, whether I could able to pull in the data, literature, that is a article directly from ProQuest. See, that is a one way of getting the article based
Yes,
on
sir.
my
So
title or keywords. I need to get the article first.
So for that, we have given you this option of exporting the citations to a citation manager. So if you are using any particular
No, sir.
citation manager tool,
No. Just a minute, sir. You please understand my question.
Dr. Narayanan, once again, I will not answer this, but I'll try to
Yes,
explain the difference between the ProQuest and Manly.
No, sir. Both are similar, sir. Both are similar. He is also saying the same.
One second. Kindly allow me to just for 1 minute, okay? Mandeley. I think that only asked for Manly. Manly is a repository of data, database management, right? Whereas ProQuest is a repository of PhD thesis. THESES, not THESIS. THESES. That is
Sir.
and anyway, I'm not sure about it. I think the ProQuest
No,
themselves.
you're absolutely right, Dr. Srinivasan.
No. See, when that is what I asked the previous question, whether it is permitting us to download the cited full text. If that is possible, then they would also have the article collections.
So Narayan sir, this repository is mainly for dissertations and theses.
Yeah.
This does not have journal articles. That's the first thing that I want to clarify here.
That is correct. See, once you say that, suppose in a thesis there are 200 references are cited,
right.
Do you have all the 200 cited collections inside your ProQuest? That's what my question is.
No, we don't have that.
Only the thesis collection repository.
Correct. This is only thesis collection. So we don't
this is only thesis collection repository, and we have other databases.
My previous question was, is the references and articles are already procured by the ProQuest and put inside? That's what my question, but you have clearly answered.
No, that's not how it happens, sir. Yeah.
So in that case, the links which you find, either they will be linked to the external site or they will be linked to the internal website, in case if you are using multiple databases in this platform.
That's right.
Understood.
Sir, what I want to also add here is there is a cross search functionality through this platform, because we have other multiple platforms apart from just the theses and dissertations. We have journal articles.
Yes, sir.
That is how that feature was showing up there. Yeah.
Towards the end of the session, that is what I told the audience here, that this is a unique platform which is cross-searchable. So if you have multiple databases a part of this platform, you can cross-search within those platforms. So with a single keyword, you can find out the list of articles also from various scholarly journals, as well as you can find out the dissertation thesis and many other different format of documents. But provided that you are having access to multiple databases on this platform. So that is a decision that has to be taken between the library and the ProQuest team here, and we can leave it to them to decide for the future.
And
I hope that it is really useful actually for obtaining the thesis. They will have an international exposure of reading various theses, how the international participants are writing. So that way it will be definitely a useful tool for us.
Yes,
that's
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
And I also want to inform all the attendees, I've posted a link on the chat window. We have new learning modules for students and authors on how to write dissertations. These are very new learning modules. We have worked with international universities around the world to get these modules for everyone. It's completely free. Please access the link on the chat window. I'll put it again, and you can, these are wonderful tools for students and researchers to further understand how they can go about their entire writing process. And Just a few last thoughts. This is actually addressed to Dean Sir and Professor Srinivasan. I want to, specially address this point to you. Sir, kindly explore the opportunity of uploading MGR's thesis on Proquest platform. There is no cost to this feature. The reason I want you to do this is one very good way of uplifting the quality of MGR's research and bringing it on the same platform as Harvard University and Stanford and Cambridge and others. We have a lot of Indian institutes, IITs, IIMs, universities joining this league. We also feel, universities and institutes like MGR Research Institute are very much capable of being there, sir. So it's a very simple process. We don't have much of a formality. I'll be happy to talk to you separately about this. But everything stays, the copyright stays with you, and we are only helping you to give a platform for increased exposure and other benefits like royalties and, increased citations and so on. So my request is kindly explore this, sir, and I'll be happy to talk to you about it offline.
And you can share more questions if you have there. And if you don't have any more questions, I have just shared a link on the chat box. So we need a small feedback from you on the today's session here. So there's a small link here. You can click on this link and you can share your valuable feedback with us about the session. And we can keep this session open for a few minutes. If you have any questions, we can just look at it. You can put it on the chat box also.
Sir, actually, we are following the hardware style of references in all our PhD.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
Is it included in that, just to confirm?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If I take you back to the platform here, if you open this site option, so if you are able to see the screen, I'm opening the site option here. So this will open, or when you drop down this menu here, you can find the Harvard style also. So whichever Harvard style you are using, you can find out from here and you can use the same standard here. So if I click one of these, so it will change into that Harvard style and you can then copy and paste it in the bibliographic part.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you for the.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So is there any other questions, sir?
Yeah, we have a question, Srijith. Does Proquest help in conducting systematic reviews?
Yes, if you are accessing to other databases from this platform, then you can use the advanced search feature to find out literatures related to systematic reviews and meta.
One small
Yes,
request, since we are also doing YouTube parallelly, can you give stop presentation and just open the window so that the YouTube will get at least, if not your face, at least your icon. Kindly help us in stop presenting that icon. There's a stop presentation.
Should I stop presenting?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, now it's fine. You can either come in video or you can just continue in that. It is be recorded. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll open the video if you want.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So for the systematic reviews, if you are so subscribing to other databases also from this platform, so in the advanced search we have facilities where you can look for systematic reviews. So you can type in the keywords and you can find out the documents related to systematic review and meta-analysis from the databases. So it is widely used in our health research premium collection and health and science databases. So if you are accessing to those databases, you can look for all the meta-analysis and systematic review data from those databases, and you can use it for your research purpose. I hope that answers the question.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Srijith. Thank you very much.
So we have another question. Do we have individual subscription option apart from institutional subscription? Lakshmi, do you want to get this?
Annie, thank you. Okay. Sir, currently we don't have any individual subscription. It's all coming through institutional subscription itself, where institution will subscribe this database and it can be accessible both within the campus and outside the campus at present, sir. So we don't have an individual subscription at present.
Is it supported outside the campus, right?
It
That
also
one-
support outside the campus.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. That way it will help the research scholars to, Google all this.
Yes, sir.
information.
We are extending all the help because we know it is a very difficult phase we are going through, and it is a new normal, and all the research scholars and students are working from home, just like us, and they are continuing their research and academic activities from home. So we are extending our accesses to beyond the IPs also. If your library is using any of the proxy methods or shibboleth, we can authenticate our contents and other the databases on the proxy servers, so that they can sign in into your library pages and they can access to the database. Otherwise, we can provide you the manual login ID and password in case if nothing else is being used by the library.
Okay. Do you have any restrictions on the number of users?
No, sir. There is no restrictions on that.
We really appreciate all the questions, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you have any more questions, please let us know through the email.
Kindly verify in YouTube if there is any questions posted there. I have logged in here.
I'm checking, sir. I'm checking. I'll be posting if there are from YouTube also. I'm checking parallelly.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So don't forget to click on the link, the feedback link. So don't forget to click on the feedback link also, and please give us a feedback on the session today. So that will be very helpful for improving our sessions in the future times also. So in future, when you want us to present again in your institutions, we can improve our sessions and we can do it in a better way. I hope the current session was very useful to you, and this is going to be useful for your ongoing research activities. And if you have any questions, any queries, please let us know, and we can take it up.
Please use the product. Our request to everyone attending right now is I've put the trial link again in the chat window. Please, it's a 30-day free trial. Feel free to go out there, explore the product, search with any terms, keywords that you have that are in your research topic. And if there's anything that we can do to help, please feel free to reach out to us.
Madam, in this regard, we are posting this link to all the research scholars guides through the research office today night or tomorrow morning. And Monday, we are going to send it to across all the faculties and departments through registrar.
Great, sir. Thank you. That'll be wonderful.
For us, so registrar office may not work. So from research office, we'll be sending it today night or tomorrow morning. Others will be sending on Monday, the links, all links.
Wonderful. Okay. Can I just say, Srinivasan sir, I think this is the first time we are seeing this kind of engagement and coordination from any institute for a trial that we have set up for a product. We're very happy to see this kind of support, sir, to us and to your users and to your patrons. It's a very good feeling to see this, and I think this will only bring good returns in the long run for the institute.
Yes, from that nice management. Thank you. Dean sir, anything you would like to just give one or two lines, one or two words, like just to wind up the meeting officially, sir? Dean sir?
I am extremely happy. The presentation was very nice. Really, it will be very useful. We will consult the registrar, vice chancellor, the management, and go through all academic formalities so that our thesis also will be uploaded in this site, just like in Shodhganga. We will assure that we will take up the matter to the management, discuss with them, get the approval, and do the needful. I thank all the participants also. I thank Mr. Srijith also for having nicely presented. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
very
sir.
much.
Thank you so
sir.
much.
Thank you for
And
those words.
please, I am really grateful and thankful to all of you to be present today for this session. And I hope this session was very helpful and useful to you. So there is a 30 days trial open for you. So I would request you all to go use it extensively for your ongoing research activities. And do not forget to create your My Research account also, so that you can manage your results. So once the library subscribes to it, you can get back to all the saved documents over there also, and you can continue with your research itself. And please, to conclude the session, I would wish you all very good luck for your future endeavors. And please stay safe and stay well all the time. And do not forget to leave your feedbacks on the link, and that will be really helpful for us to evaluate our sessions. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
So thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the presentation. We'll be taking this to the scholars